All right, welcome back everybody again for the second time tonight, and now we are going to be going over how to scan for the breakout or the BNR strategy that we just learned in our last video. If you missed that video, I'll post a link to it probably up here in the right hand corner. You go ahead and just click on that and go watch that before you watch this video. Before we get into it, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Your support is very much appreciated. We're getting pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, and it's honestly just astounding how fast this channel's growing, and I really appreciate you guys. All right, so first things, we're going to want to go to finviz.com here, click on this screener tab, and what we are looking for is volume over 500K in this descriptive tab. We want our relative volume for these breakouts to be over 1.5. That way we can filter out any breakouts that may be on low volume. And current volume, we'll just leave that the same. Then we'll go over to our technical tab here. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot price. I don't want to trade anything under $2. So I'm going to just click this over $2 tab here. And if you want to, you can, if you only want to trade mid caps and above, you can click this over 2 billion mid cap, but I'm just going to leave that blank. All right, cool. So now we'll click on the technical tab here, and we will go to performance. We'll click today up. So for our breakout and retest strategy, I want those retests, like this is the breakout, I want the retest. So with a confirmation, so that next candle, that's your confirmation candle. So that has to be a green candle. So you're going to want the today up. And perfect. And then after that, we'll click on this pattern here, horizontal support and resistance. And then we want volatility over 5% because we want something that's going to move. And then we'll just click on this charts tab. And then we'll get 3 pages of results here. So what we're looking for is things moving inside of these supports and resistances, and we want them to be broken out of those supports and resistances, right? So we'll get 3 pages of things here to look at. This one looks like it has broken, but it is rejected. And we may have to lower our parameters a bit here if we don't find anything good. Perfect, here's a breakout. See, price breaks out from the support here. But it's not quite retested, so for a stock like this, we can keep this on watch. If you were just a standard breakout trader, you'd trade this right here, but I want to see it move back down, so I'll add this to my watch list, right? And then when it does come back down and retest, we'll be ready and watching it, so we could set in a price alert for that area there. Alright, let's see what else we got here. And we'll just go through these charts and see if we can find things that fit our criteria. This is huge, I don't like that at all. Okay, this looks great, right? So this is a good one. Support level is here. Price has moved down. It's rejected. There's your little retesting there, and it's starting to move back up. So if this next candle is green, I would consider this a valid breakout trade. And before we get to this next resistance, we could very likely hit these 2 times targets. So I like this company here, LEV. I'll put that to go look at in my charting software. And just for keeping this video more brief than normal 20 minutes-ish that I've been forcing you guys to sit through, I'm not going to actually go through these in the charting software. We're just going to go through them on FinViz. So nothing there, nothing there. Right, you want strong volume on these breakouts, right? So here's another one we'd keep in watch. Here's your support levels. Is broken out of that support level. Now we're waiting on that retest. I'm trying to make a video. Oh, there we go. So you keep sends and watch as well. All right, perfect. Do you see any more breakouts? This is a possible breakout. Yeah, this is a great one, honestly. See, here's your support level here. Here's your breakout. Here's your retest. There's your confirmation candle. If you could probably, if you manage to get a little pullback here, get in around the 25.66 and trade that breakout as well. Here's one, but I can just go ahead and tell you that this breakout, you've already missed it, is too much. It's too much. This is a possible, but I don't necessarily like the way that this chart looks, just simply because this price action is not very clean, right? It's moving it sideways here for a while, then it's up again. Okay, so if we don't get enough signals from this, what we can do is click back on this description tab and change this relative volume from 1.5 to over 0.5 or over 1, and then you'll notice you'll get more pages, right? So I'm going to just keep it at 1 here, and we'll go over a couple more of these just for brevity's sake, and then we'll go over looking for short trades. See, here's one as well. You get the breakout from this area here. It retests, there's a bullish pin bar, but it does gap up, so you've missed that one. This one looks like it could be in the very process of breaking out. See, here's your resistance level. Here, price looks like it's trying to move, so you could put Atom here on watch list. I don't like this chart simply because its trend has been down for months. I don't like this one because of all these huge candles. I don't like that. Here's a breakout that you missed. Would have been a fantastic setup. See, here's your resistance. There's your breakout, there's your retest, and then price has already moved higher. Here's another breakout that looks like we missed. Support. Breakout, retest. Retested twice actually, now it's in the process of moving higher. Okay, so I feel like that's enough as far as the long side goes. Let's go look at some short setups. So everything is the same except you change it to day down on your performance, because you want confirmation candles to the downside for resistance levels, right? So we're looking for rejections from the top now after it breaks down from a horizontal support. So what we would be looking for is this trade here. But obviously that one's missed a long time ago. But yeah, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for these breakdowns and then rejections after the retest. So we only have 4 pages here. And we'll just go through a few and see if we can find one. This one's possible. This would be a possible setup because it does break down here and then retest, and it hasn't moved very far away. But I don't like it simply because of there's another pivot right here that it could find support at. And it is right at that area. So I would put this on watch, and if it does break down from this level and retest, I would probably go short there. Okay. And sometimes we won't find any setups, but we'll just keep looking. This is obviously a huge gap down. If this retests this level, like comes up, retest this level, that would be a good trade there. And I'm just kind of going through these charts and letting you guys know my thought process on it, so maybe to help you guys filter out some of these trades on for yourselves as well. Don't like that. That's more of an SR rejection trade than anything. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to get any mini short setups here, but There's one that I think wow, that's a Head and Shoulders if I've ever seen one. Oh, wow, they've even got it marked. FinViz is awesome. Look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So here's a breakout that we missed. All right, so one more thing we can look at for both of these. If you click back here on this Home tab, you'll see this channel sideways here, right there. Click that. You've got 6 pages of channel sideways, so we can just look through these. And you use this for your SR rejection strategy, but in this case, we're looking for breakouts, so we want to see stuff that's moving away. See, here's a good one, DRIV. Price has broken this channel. What we want now is for retests, bullish rejection. That can go on watch. Here's another one. Price is broken out of this channel. It is recently retested and rejected. So if I could get this at a price around 2010-ish, I would take this. And you see this resistance here. It is at 2310, so you want to make sure that this next resistance level is at least 1 times your risk away from, preferably 2 times your risk away from your entry. If that is the case, then you could get into that trade there. There's another breakout. Breakout retest, same story here. You could get into this, but you want to make sure that this next resistance level is at least 2 times away from your entry. This one's getting close, I think, but it's not quite there yet. Here's a breakout. Cars, if this price comes down and retested that, you could go long. And another thing you want to look at for these before you do it in the channel is there's no volume filter here. So obviously when you check it out, you want to make sure that it's got enough volume. Here's a good one, VIV. That's actually perfect. This is a perfect setup. What all you do now is for some bullish movement, and you can get in. So this one has broken out, but what you want to make sure is that it does make bullish movement off of this as support again. So I'm not going to go through all 6 pages of these. We've been through several examples here. So this is how you scan for these breakout trades. Just make sure that if you're using this channel strategy, that you do check the volume beforehand and you do punch it into your charting software and make sure that it meets the rest of the criteria before you just buy blindly off of FinViz. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to probably do one more this evening because I've thought of another little concept for these 2 specific strategies that I would like for you guys to know to add to them. Alright, we'll see you in the next one.